feathers to kind of determine if there's what we call a molt limit. Catching birds out here and during for winter kind of survival, looking at certain different species that might be using this scrub habitat here in the wintertime. We have 30 nets out here that we catch these birds in, and the goal is just to kind of see what birds are out here in the wintertime using this habitat, and then by putting bands on their legs and we can recapture them over time, we can see how these birds are using this habitat, how they're moving around this area. We can see their survival between in the winter time in the season, and then also between years as well. So we'll come back out again next year, do the same thing, and we're able to then see which birds return back to this site, and we can kind of look at the survival of those individuals over a longer period of time as well.
Yes.
Experimental net. I put it up to catch tree swallows, and it ended up catching a ton of birds, so I just kept it, and I don't know, I just wanted it to be 0.
It's a perfectly valid number.
29410
70 wing.
81297.
That's a 2.
It's gonna be a second year.
ASY female.
Is it? Oh, you can my way.
Any banding project, it's a long-term project. You can't, because there's so much variation in bird data in general. A lot of banding projects are kind of a long-term project. So, this is probably our 13th winter of doing this. We've collected a lot of data so far in this winter habitat, in this winter kind of banding project. And long-term, we're looking. Basically, it all kind of comes down to habitat. So, we want to see how these birds are using the habitat. We want to be able to make sure that when they are using the habitat, they're able to find enough food. So, we're looking at their fat and things like that to see if they're putting on weight, which all comes back to indicate, the quality of habitat that we have out here. Our birds are healthy and putting on fat. The habitat is good, means it's producing a lot of food. So, the overall goal basically is to kind of maintain, the habitat and that we have on Kiawah, and make sure that it's good for the birds and the other wildlife that's using it.